Hey guys, what's going on? This is Doug, Delta Oscar Uniform Golf, and the call is November 2, Whiskey Oscar Fox. Today we are going to do a comparison test receiving a ham radio satellite AO92 as it passes by. We're going to run two different setups at the same time, and I'm going to record both of them, and I'm going to play them in this video for you. The first one we're going to do consists of a SDRplay, an RSP1A, its own 80 feet of LMR 400, its own Aero J-pole. It's going to be running Windows 10 i7K overclocked 13%, 4.3 gigahertz, 32 gigs of RAM, running SDR Uno, and the tracking software is Ham Radio Deluxe tracking software. So the second setup will be a RTL SDR cheap dongle, its own 80 feet of LMR 400, an Aero J-pole, will be a Raspberry Pi 4 overclocked to 2 gigahertz, 2 gigabytes of RAM, and I'll be running Raspbian. The SDR software will be GQRX, and the tracking software is GPRedic. So we're going to get started here, and like I mentioned a few seconds ago, everything is on its own independent system, its own coax equal length, its own J-pole at the same height, both of them. So we're gonna see which one is better, and I know it's kind of comparing apples to oranges. The first Windows setup, with everything added up, is about $2,200 setup. The second setup with the Raspberry Pi, everything total, is somewhere around, I don't know, $230, $240. So let's get started, and this is going to be part one of two videos. I'm going to actually switch things up in the second video, where I'm going to actually run the SDRplay on the Raspberry Pi, and then run the RTL SDR dongle on the Windows machine to see if we can get a fair comparison. So let's get started here, guys, and I'll be right back with you.
Slant 2, Norway, Alpha 2, Alpha, Alpha. NA2AA from P9 Charlie, Bravo, Portable 2, I'm in Fox November 35. Okay, Charlie, Bravo, thank you. Number 1, Leo Zulu Foxtrot, Victor Echo 1, Victor Oscar X-ray, FN85. Victor Echo 6, go ahead. Victor Echo 1, Victor Oscar X-ray, over. Okay, Fox, I got you. Mike and Windows enough here. Fox Nancy 32. Thanks for Fox Nancy 32, 73. Victor Echo 1, Victor Oscar X-3, Kilo Charlie 1, Fox November Mike, Fox November 31. Kilo Charlie 1, Fox November Mike from VE1VOX, FN85, thanks. VE1VOX from NA2AA, Fox November 20. NA2AA, Fox November November 0 Alpha November Echo November 22 over. November 0 Alpha November from BE1 B. QSL 73. X-ray FM 85 portable. November 2 November Whiskey Kilo Mike FM 18. November 2 November Whiskey Kilo FM 18. Kilo Charlie 1 Fox November Mike from NA2AA Fox November 20. NA2AA QSL Kilo Charlie 1 Fox November Mike Fox November 31. Thanks. Kilo 1 Victor Oscar X-ray FM 85 portable. November 3 Gulf Sierra November 5 Lima Echo X-ray. November 3 Lima November Wolf Sierra Echo Mike 28. And 3GS November 5 Lima Echo X-ray Foxtrot November 11. BE1 BOX November 0 Tango Echo Lima Echo Mike 48. November 0 Tango Echo Lima from Victor Echo 1, Victor Oscar X-ray FN 85 portable. Thanks. QSL, thank you. Victor Echo 1, Victor Oscar X-ray, FN 85 portable.
Okay guys, what do you think? That was the SDRplay RSP1A running on Windows 10 machine. Leave comments down in the comment section what your opinion is. We're going to get ready to get started now with the Raspberry Pi 4 overclocked to 2 gigs, 2 gigabytes of RAM. And if you could hit that subscribe button, I'd really appreciate it, and give this video a big thumbs up. Like I said, this is going to be one of 2 videos that I'm going to do. I'm going to switch out. It might be a few days before I make the second video. I'm going to try to wait for an equal pass, almost the same path for AO92 satellite, to try to give it, as fair comparison as you can. Now, you've seen in the last clip there, I was adjusting the frequency. Sometimes you have to do that due to Doppler shift. It's usually not so severe when operating an FM satellite, but a sideband satellite, you will have a lot of that. But I'm going to, like I did in the last clip, you see me making adjustments, trying to receive the best that I can. And I'm going to do the same with the Raspberry Pi setup with the RTL. I'm going to keep adjusting and trying to receive the satellite, as best as we can get it to come in. So, okay guys, let's get started on the Raspberry Pi 4 overclocked RTL SDR dongle. Same path with the satellite. Like I said, I did the recordings at the same exact time. So here we go guys, enjoy. Well, there you go, guys. You just seen both in action. I feel like maybe the SDRplay is a little bit better with the Windows setup. I do have to say that I do like SDR Uno. It almost has a flex feel to it, like maybe like a mixture between Smart SDR and Power SDR, which are the main radios that I run. I run a Flex 6500, a 6300, and two 1500s. So I'm kind of partial to the Flex software there. So that's both of them running. Like I said, there's going to be a second video where I'm going to switch the RTL with the SDRplay on Windows and Raspbian and GQRX and so on and so forth. So let me say, and this is just my opinion, and I know I'm comparing apples to oranges here. SDRplay, the pros, 1 kilohertz to 2 gigahertz, up to 10 megahertz visible bandwidth. SDR Uno, great software. The cons, the cost. It is more expensive than the RTL dongle, but I feel like you're getting more. I mean, you're definitely getting more bandwidth and everything else. The plastic housing is definitely a con. I think for even $120, it really wouldn't have hurt them to put a metal housing on there. I do know that you can buy a metal housing separately, but you know, I don't think it would have been that much more to come with one. The SDR RTL pros cost, you know, basically what, $25. Metal housing, that's a good thing, and it's small and compact. Although you're losing some stuff. The cons, only 25 megahertz to 1.7 gigahertz, up to 3 megahertz visible bandwidth. At least as far as I can take it without, you know, having issues there. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, guys, and look for the second part of this video. And this should be pretty interesting. Again, I know a lot of you guys are going to say this is comparing apples to oranges, but I think the point here is you don't need to spend a lot of money to receive some of the ham radio satellites passing over. Also, in the future, I will have a video coming up. I almost have all the bugs worked out of it. I will actually be using a Raspberry Pi to receive and transmit and work a satellite. So the only thing that I'm working out now is generating the PL tone for the transmit side. So look out for that video. Take care, guys. 7-3, and hope to see you again in the next video.